When federal investigators officially breached the steel hatch beneath Rex Heuermann's garage in May 2026, they expected to find a hidden room. They expected cold concrete, bare walls, and the remnants of an isolated chamber. But as their tactical lights swept across the subterranean darkness, the reality turned out to be infinitely more sinister. This wasn't just a hiding place. It was a meticulously organized, climate-controlled, corporate-style archive of death. Arranged neatly along industrial steel shelving units were rows of carefully labeled plastic containers, legacy electronics, and digital storage units. Rex Heuermann wasn't just a predator. He was a clinical archivist who recorded, categorized, and cataloged his crimes with the precision of a master architect. Every single item on these shelves was a trophy. And on May 4th, 2026, the FBI began the grim task of logging an inventory that would rewrite American criminal history. The primary focus of the FBI's cybercrimes unit immediately fell upon the sheer volume of digital media locked within the vault. Stacked in customized, static-free cases were over 100 individual hard drives, ranging from obsolete 1990s magnetic storage units to top-tier, encrypted solid-state drives. For 3 years, Heuermann's defense team claimed that his massive digital footprint was purely for his architectural consulting business. The 2026 vault logs prove otherwise. As federal decryption software began breaking through the multi-layered commercial encryption, they uncovered a dark digital library. These drives didn't contain architectural blueprints. They contained thousands of hours of surreptitious surveillance footage, digital maps tracking missing persons, and highly hidden chat room logs. But what horrified analysts the most was the structure. Every single victim was assigned a specific, non-sequential digital archive number, a code that correlated directly to a physical container resting on the shelves right next to the drives. Moving past the digital archives, forensic technicians began processing the physical trophies, the permanent markers of lives stolen. Under the glow of ultraviolet light, items that have been missing from public view for decades started to emerge from the dark. These were the highly personal belongings of the victims. Every item was treated by the killer like a museum piece, preserved in airtight, humidity-controlled plastic storage boxes to prevent decay. A silver bracelet, a custom-engraved key ring, a faded driver's license belonging to a young woman who vanished from Manhattan in 1997. Investigators realized that Heuermann kept these items not just as sick mementos, but as a physical index. By cross-referencing the serial numbers on the burner phones with the dates the items were stored, the FBI discovered that many of these trophies didn't match any of the known Gilgo 4 victims. This inventory was proving a terrifying mathematical truth. The hunting ground was exponentially larger than anyone had admitted. The ultimate skeleton key to the entire vault was discovered hidden inside a reinforced steel wall safe behind the acoustic paneling. It was a physical, handwritten black ledger notebook, written in a highly structured alphanumeric code that mirrored professional architectural drafting shorthand. This book contained a chronological timeline. When FBI cryptologists mapped out the translated dates and geographical coordinates, the entire timeline of the Long Island serial killer shifted violently backward. For over a decade, law enforcement operated under the assumption that the killer began his active operations around 2007. The 2026 ledger completely shattered that theory. The entries went back to 1995, detailing meticulous observations of transit patterns, law enforcement frequencies, and specific highway blind spots. The ledger proved that for nearly 30 years, this monster operated with absolute impunity, adapting to changing technology, evolving police tactics, and moving right under the radar of the largest law enforcement apparatus in the world. The digital drives have been cataloged, the personal trophies have been indexed, and the ledger has redefined the timeline. But the investigation inside the Massapequa Park vault is far from over. Resting at the very back of the chamber remain 3 industrial-grade shipping crates, locked with heavy security seals that have not been breached since the late 1990s. The leaked documents suggest that what lies inside these final crates holds the key to identifying the remaining unnamed souls and exposing the true extent of the network that kept this secret buried for 30 years. In Part 3 of this Unresolved Truths megadocumentary, we will be there when those seals are broken. Comment network right now if you are ready to expose the full truth behind the system. Prepare yourselves, because the deepest layer of the vault is finally about to be breached. Stay tuned.